Emotional intelligence is very important. Before we start, shout out Appetite for Change, Northside Minneapolis, West Broadway. Make sure y'all are taking care of yourself, because what you put in is what you get out. So as you can see, you got all the colors of the food and you got your hydration, things of that nature. So take care of yourself and you shall receive unlimited wealth. Got that from 38 Special. No, but back to the topic. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, use, manage your own emotions in positive ways, to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. So, this is a healthy smoothie too. Ain't nothing wrong with being healthy, y'all. It's gonna make you way more efficient in life as a whole. You know, from looks, moods, social life, body, spirit, mind. If you got foggy mind, you might want to change what you eat, drink, and consume on every level. So emotional intelligence is what's going to keep you out of prison, especially as a black man like me. It's just so many obstacles, so many traps, so many wrong paths to follow down. And if you don't understand yourself and what you are going through, when you are going through it, you can slip up easily and end up in a position that you really never planned to be in the first place. So having EQ versus IQ is so important, because having a low level of EQ but a high level of IQ can put you in situations that your IQ cannot bail you out of. IQ is what you know, your ability to think outside the box and things like that. So, for example, somebody bump into me in the street. If I'm emotionally aware, then I know, all right, this dude just bumped into me. He just made me mad. And then now, me knowing that I'm mad, I'm in a state of being angry. I know that I will have to have a sense of self-control, even if I check the person, have a sense of self-control and go about it in a certain way that's not gonna cost me my life, that's not gonna cost me my freedom, that's not gonna, you feel me, overdo it, just overdoing it. You know, people with low EQ are the type of people that they crash out. As soon as something happens to them, they throw it all away. And just because of one situation, in the blink of an eye, their whole life changed because they cannot control themselves. That's because they have low emotional intelligence. They're not aware when they become angry, and they let rage blind them. Anger is definitely a blinding emotion. Once you get mad, bro, you don't care about nothing. That's why when you hear people say, I don't give a, when they mad, that's really how they feel. And they willing to throw it all away for their respect, for their dignity, for all of that. And intelligence is the ability to weigh it. Like, bro, this dude just bumped me. Like, I'm not in grave danger. Dude probably having a bad day. He's probably more angry than me already. That's why he carrying himself in a certain way. So I'm not going to take it to the extreme, because extreme going to get met with extreme. And this person could be ready to crash out. Like, this dude could be on his last leg, literally. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, it could keep you out of trouble, could keep you out of prison. Emotional intelligence could definitely keep you as a free man or a woman if you're watching this video. Emotional intelligence also gives you a higher control over yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because in situations like that, also, even if you get too excited, knowing that you're too excited, you can get jittery and you could, you know what I'm saying, do things out of excitement and you could jump the gun. When emotional intelligence will let you know, like, you will feel the excitement and you'll feel it first and you'll be like, I'm excited. And then you'll know, all right, when I get excited, when I get excited, this tends to happen. And then it's like you'll be able to play chess inside of your own mind. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be like, all right, I'm excited, but I gotta stay calm. And then you can affirm yourself, like, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. To the point where you don't jump the gun, you don't get jittery, you wear a poker face, even though you super excited on the inside. That's because you have control over your emotions. You know what I'm saying? You don't allow your emotions to take over you. You're the one in control. You feel the excitement and it's okay to be excited. Let yourself know it's okay to be excited. But me being excited don't have to make me make certain moves that I wouldn't make if I wasn't excited. You know, it gives you that sense of groundedness and things of that nature. So another thing, it gives you a knowledge of self when you're emotionally intelligent, because you understand your triggers, you understand how you respond when you're a certain emotion. Like, when I'm happy, I do this. When I'm mad, I do this. When I'm sad, I do this. Like, these are my coping mechanisms when I feel this I feel this mood. And when you really start learning about yourself, then you really become a master of self, basically. You know, in my eyes, that's really the only way you could be free, is if you know yourself. Because if you allow somebody external to control you, are you really free? Honestly, you basically become a slave to whatever emotion, because that emotion can control you, literally. And if somebody provides that emotion to you, then that is the person that is your master, basically. If somebody make you mad and you acting out every time you mad, but that person literally controls you, how are you free? You know what I'm saying? And we all got the right to be free under the 14th Amendment, other than if you commit a crime. And emotional intelligence, well, or not even commit a crime, because sometimes people get wrongfully convicted. And I'll just say, if you're a prisoner, you actually not free. Emotional intelligence can keep you out of prison. So self-awareness, definitely knowledge of self. You will be difficult and or unable to control, just like we just touched on. You know your triggers. You know what I'm saying? You have a higher efficiency in expressing yourself, because you're aware of actually what's going on. You understand the truth of what's going on within. So your ability to express becomes 10, 20, 100, a million times easier, because you actually are aware and you are in tune of what's actually going on. You know, some people, they don't really understand their feelings, so you know they act in certain ways because they themselves are not aware of what's going on. So how can they let you know what's going on, or how you can help them when they don't even know what's going on with themselves? So if you have that problem, work on emotional intelligence. Or I wouldn't even like to say problem. If you find yourself in them situations, just know that you got to work on your emotional intelligence. You know, you become more truthful because you understand, understand. Another thing emotional intelligence help with is your conflict resolution skills. Now, conflict resolution, that's like diffusing situations, you know, getting to a common ground and being able to, you know, move forward with things versus always conflicting and neither side wins. Neither side wins. You know, emotional intelligence will help you be in more win-win situations, because you're aware of how you feel and you're aware of how the other person feels. So you understand, or you understand how to communicate effectively to get to a common ground and be able to build and move forward. You know what I'm saying? So emotional intelligence comes into play like that too. More skilled as an empath, being able to understand how someone's feeling around you based off their moods and based off their tendencies, based off of their responses to certain situations. You can get a grasp on, okay, this guy's or this girl is feeling this way because this, and I understand because I see them acting this way. You see what I'm saying? Boom. Emotional intelligence give you more, you're more receptive to feedback. You know what I'm saying? Somebody telling you something and you feel that blockage going up, like, bro, you don't gotta tell me nothing. And then sometimes you just gotta sit back and like, all right, I'm gonna listen, because it never hurts to listen. You know, I can learn something, you know. I don't gotta do exactly what they telling me to do, but at least I can hear where they coming from. And if I don't like it, you know, I don't have to let it into my soul. I don't have to run with it. But if I don't listen, I could be missing out on something. Like, that's emotional intelligence. Like, understanding when you being resistant to information that could actually change you, and then you let your guard down and you able to grow because you was aware that you were aware that you were being resistant just for the fact of being resistant. Like, there was no logic in it. That's because you were aware of your emotions and your resistance to feedback. So yeah, you'll be more receptive to feedback if you understand yourself. You'll have higher levels of gratitude, because when you feel jealous or you feel angry, or when you feel all them negative emotions trying to bring you down, you understand, like, all right, yeah, I feel this way, but this is not valid. You know, I don't have to be jealous because I can get what they get. So why am I jealous of them having it when I can get what they get? And you just start to reason with yourself and think logically, like, dang, there's no reason why I should feel this way. So you just be more grateful with life and just be more accepting of yourself. And definitely is going to be something that help you out. So another, I'm gonna have this as the last thing, because I feel like y'all get the gist at this point. Having a high level of emotional intelligence will give negative emotions less power over you, because, like I just said, you could be feeling a certain way, and then you'll be like, all right, it's actually not valid that I feel this way. Or even you could be feeling a certain way and be like, okay, it's actually valid that I'm angry right now. Like, I'm actually mad right now. Somebody just made me overly mad, right? But me acting in an angry manner, what is that going to do for me? Like, you will really start to reason with yourself and start thinking logically once you feel certain emotions, because you understand that these emotions could lead you down a path of destruction and down a path of self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one thing to learn a lot of information and get knowledge on a lot of get knowledge on a lot of subjects. You know what I'm saying? It's also super important to go within yourself and see what's my triggers, where's my pains coming from, what is the root of these feelings. Do I have to let go? Should I speak on this situation? Should I not speak on it and let God heal, or whatever religion or spirituality you do? You know, you will start to really reason with yourself, like, is this worth sharing? Would this do me any good to share? You will choose forms of expressions wisely, more wise. Like, all right, if I give this person this information on me, would it be detriment to me? Would it be good when I can express it in this way and it'll be all right? You know what I'm saying? You will still get it out of your system. You know, like, emotional intelligence is it just gives you a deeper understanding of self. And also, once you understand yourself, you can understand other people, which will help your social life. It's going to help you be a better ally, a better boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, a better business partner, better entrepreneur, a better boss, better king, better queen, things of that nature.